Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to the 100th episode of the Trainer Talk. Very special. We're kind of excited that we've been doing this every week for 100 weeks now. There was maybe a couple weeks that we had missed because of holidays or something like that, but nonetheless, we're very excited to be able to bring you guys information every single week to hopefully help you achieve your goals and live a better quality life. And speaking of that, the topic for today is we want to go over our mission and our vision here at TH Fitness, as well as some of the core values that we live by. So, when I think of the vision of TH Fitness, it's basically to help the people of our communities and surrounding communities live the best possible version or life that they can live, both physically and mentally. So we do this through the power of health and fitness and nutrition. We talk a lot about the habits-based coaching that we do. We want to try to help people in and outside of the gym with their daily routines and their fitness. So we work with people of all ages. So kids, moms, dads, anybody and everyone that wants to live a better life. That's our vision, is to help them get on the right path of becoming the best version of themselves. And kind of the mission is just to help, hundreds of people every single year start that path and start to achieve their goals so that they can live the remaining years of their life at a higher quality and more health and happiness overall. So that's kind of, in a short statement, the vision or our mission. And what we're going to do is kind of talk a little bit about our personal mission as coaches, why we became a coach, and what our mission is as coaches to help people live a better life. So Bethany, go ahead and kick it off.
Yeah, my personal one for my mission with being a coach, wanting to help people be the fittest, healthiest versions of themselves, and just overall have better lives. My family, obviously, there's a lot of different ways that having an unhealthy lifestyle can kind of touch your life. So whether it was, aunts and uncles or grandparents, and then parents even, of just seeing that they have a very unhealthy lifestyle and a lot of the health issues that they have and that they've had to frankly suffer through, and have to grieve the loss of other loved ones, it's hard to see. And knowing that it can be prevented through the diet and lifestyle changes, that's one of the biggest reasons for me of we can, stop the cycle at you, and you can do better for your kids, or, you can flip the script and provide better for your family and that sort of thing. Another, I guess, tangent off of that is for basically girls or just women in general of gaining confidence in themselves. A biggest thing is focusing on what your body can do rather than just what it looks like, and of oh, I have to be smaller, I don't want to get bulky and lift weights. And it's breaking that stigma of that, and showing that, hey, you're capable of more than you think. And then that's how they build that self-confidence. A lot of them come in here with just oh, I just want to lose weight, or I want to look more toned, or whatever. And then by the end of whatever program we're doing, they're I want to deadlift 200 pounds, or I want to be able to do a regular push-up. And they start having these goals of I want to get stronger, I want to do these things, which I think is a really cool shift. And I really like to see that as well.
I like that. My overall mission is kind of just like everybody else's, just help people live the best life that they can, to stay out of hospitals, to not get diseases and stuff like that, and to be happy and confident in their own skin. But obviously, my kind of vision going forward has changed a little bit as I am becoming a mom. My new mission is to help other moms learn how to live a healthy and sustainable lifestyle. My biggest core value, I think, looking at our sheet, is to lead by example, to prove that just because you have kids doesn't mean your life is over. It doesn't mean you can't take care of yourself. I think that a lot of times, as a mom, obviously life becomes chaotic and busy. You always are putting your kids first, but I think I want to just show that, yes, you need to put your kids first, but really more important than that, you need to take care of yourself first as a mom, because if you don't do that, you're not going to be the best mom that you can be. You're not going to be the happiest, healthiest mom for your kids to look up to and to look after as they grow up.
Yeah, that's good. Personally, my mission overall is basically I want to wake up every morning throughout my life and be excited for the day. I want to be excited to go to work out, to spend time with the people around me, my friends and family. And I want to wake up with good energy and spread that energy to the people around me. And I want to do that for a long time throughout my life. And in order to do that, I need to take care of myself and put my health and wellness and fitness first in my life. And that kind of ties into the work mission as well, helping people in our community, and further than that, and spreading the education and knowledge that we have, and helping them kind of get that same point where they're excited to wake up in the morning and they feel good and they're waking up with good energy. So yeah, that's kind of both those.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Yeah. Back when I first kind of figured out that I wanted to be a trainer was I had just started working out. I was like 15 or 16, and I kind of just fell in love with how I felt from working out. And I knew that I wanted to help other people also feel that way. But I was also, I don't know why, but at a very young age, I was very just kind of disgusted when I would see people at such a young age suffer from, being overweight or from some kind of health problem or disease that they shouldn't have necessarily developed because they just lack the knowledge and the experience of what to do to live a healthier lifestyle. And I really wanted to help reverse that, especially in our hometown when you see people that that, have developed a disease or maybe passed away at a very young age when we know that it could have been prevented in some circumstances. So that kind of became the mission, especially as I moved back, started personal training. And then once I took over the gym, it became, okay, how can we help as many people, in this area, in the thumb of Michigan, really learn more about health and fitness and have access to the knowledge and the space to where they can actually come in here and work out and start taking care of themselves and their friends and their family. Like Bethany said, like once you start taking care of yourself and you can take care of everybody else, you have generational health. So it goes so much further than just yourself. You could be the one that takes that first step, starts working out, eating healthier, adopting healthier habits. It's only a matter of time before your family will start to jump on board, and then their family, it just keeps going downhill or down the line of generational health. And that's kind of the goal, is bringing health and fitness to an area where it's never been established before. We've had a couple gyms here. People have worked out a little bit in the past, but nobody's had that knowledge of nutrition and daily movement and water and sleep and all those healthy habits that you need to incorporate to feel your best and operate your best and have the confidence. And we'll kind of touch on a little bit of maybe in a future episode, we'll have a whole episode on it, but becoming your best weight or your best self. It's not necessarily about hitting a specific number. It's how do you get to where you want to be, to where you feel and operate your absolute best. And it shouldn't be a number on the scale. It should just be, what habits do you need to incorporate to operate your best, feel your best, have the energy that you want, be able to do the things you want to do, have the strength to lift what you want to lift, or be able to play with your kids, things like that. That's what we're trying to accomplish here. And the way we do that, we have some core values that we kind of live by here at TH Fitness, which is always helping first. So everybody that comes in here, we really try to get to know them, and we try to build a relationship, figure out what they are struggling with, and we try to help them overcome those struggles. So we're always helping first and doing what's best for the client. We're proud of what we do and who we are. Like DeLauren said, we're all pretty much, we're excited to get up and come to work and be able to help people and take care of ourselves and work out. That's why we became trainers. We didn't become trainers, become the richest people in the world. We became trainers because we love fitness and we love helping people. We also, core value is just be humble and kind. We want to try to treat everybody with respect. And like we said earlier, build those relationships. We operate and communicate as a team. Every single Thursday, we get together and we do a coaches meeting. We make sure we're all on the same page. We make sure our clients are doing well. We help any clients that are struggling. We celebrate their wins. We communicate and try to make each other better. And then we do this trainer talk as a bonus just to help give you guys some value. Caitlin already said it, lead by example. We try to not make any of our clients do something that we wouldn't do. So we are usually the ones testing and trying all these new things that we're implementing at the gym, whether it's nutrition, habits, workouts, anything like that. We try to make sure we're doing it before we're telling our clients to do it. And then we're always willing to learn. So every single week we're sharing ideas with each other. Right now we're all going through a nutrition certification. We're always learning, reading books, listening to podcasts, trying to get better and gain more knowledge so that we can help you guys get better. Kind of our slogan is get 1% better every day. So if you guys can just take a little bit of action every single day to move toward your goals, get 1% better, eventually you're going to wake up and you're going to be excited to get out of bed. You're going to love the way you feel and look. And that's kind of what we want to get everybody to. But
Yeah. To kind of put my personal perspectives into the values of it, like obviously the gym as a whole, like that's our team's missions and like core values and everything like that, which, even on a daily basis, trying to do the be humble and kind, leading by example, making sure to communicate, being proud of what you do, who you are, and then willing to learn. That one's always been a part of, like, even before we decided it was a core value. It's things that we've already been doing, but we never really like established, like, this is what we uphold ourselves to. These are the standards that we have set for ourselves. And I think we all have like personal standards that we hold ourselves to, or like personal little things, like just working hard and doing what needs to get done, putting the client's needs first, and thinking of them, not necessarily what I would do, because what I would do as a workout or what I would do for nutrition is way different than what all my clients individually would want to do or be willing to do, and starting to see like more from their perspective of it. But then also knowing, like, respect yourself, lead by example, that sort of thing. Respect yourself and your clients just as much, and then it kind of like feeds off of each other by doing it that way, of like, you still have them do similar things to what you do. Like, don't make, we wouldn't make a client do something we wouldn't be willing to do ourselves. But then knowing like there's a fine balance between both of those things.
Yeah, I think this like sets us apart from a lot of other gyms that I know of or have been to, because I think, like I've said this before, but I think a lot of times you just walk into a gym, you get your gym membership, and then you're just on your own trying to figure it out, trying to do everything on your own. Where here we just care so much about really changing people's overall lifestyle in the best way. And it's not about the money, it's not about any of that. It's about genuinely helping our community and our town. And I just think that that's obviously why we chose to work here and why we work here over anywhere else. So
Yeah. So personally, kind of back to the core values, two of my core values are discipline and empathy. And discipline for me is really important because it takes over when you don't have the motivation. So motivation is temporary. A lot of times I don't have the motivation to get up and come to the gym early in the morning, like maybe even this morning, I don't know. And then, or workout, things like that, things that are helping you, but you have to work towards them. And a lot of times, those are the things that are going to help you reach your goals. So when you don't have the motivation, the discipline is making yourself get up early, making the right food choices, and just showing up to the gym and getting that workout in. Showing up is the hardest part. And I think just discipline applies to so many areas of life, whether it's the goals you're setting for yourself, health-wise, work, relationships with your family and friends, so many areas. And that empathy is basically putting yourself in somebody else's shoes and trying to understand where they're at in life, what they're going through. And that really applies to when new clients come in to the gym here, and we're trying to find out what is best for them and start where they're at, because everybody's starting in a different place. So by putting ourselves in their shoes, we're figuring out what is best for them and helping them come up from there.
100%. I love that discipline. You know, a lot of people think one of the number one excuses that we hear is, I just don't have the motivation to get up and go to the gym, you know, and the truth is we are not motivated to go and work out every single day. A lot of times we don't even enjoy the actual workout itself. We just know that once we do it, we will feel better. And that's that feeling that we all crave, is the feeling after you've accomplished your workout or whatever it is, things that you need to get done that you don't necessarily want to do. And just kind of tying back to the vision of the gym, you know, it's changed so much over the last few years. And one of those visions for me is to provide an opportunity for these guys to create their own schedule and to build up their clientele and help more people achieve their goals and have an actual career opportunity as a trainer here in Sandusky, where nobody thought it was even possible for one person. So for me, you know, I have to really focus on a lot of certain things to make that happen. So I have to be disciplined with the choices I make every single day. Getting up at 4 a.m. and getting to work and going to bed at 8 p.m., missing out on so many things that I could be doing, for example, on the weekends or at night even. You know, people ask me, hey, do you want to go do this? Do you want to go do that? And I have to say no to a lot of things because I'm staying on track and staying disciplined on the mission and what I want to accomplish in my life. So I think that really ties into when you're trying to make a transition with your health and fitness. There's going to be things that you're going to have to say no to, but you have to understand that it's for a purpose. You have to say no to certain things and say yes to other things so that you can achieve that goal that you really, truly want to achieve. And that discipline is so, so important, because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to wake up motivated to do those things that you need to do. But once you accomplish them, once you check that off every single day, you're going to feel rewarded, you're going to feel accomplished, and it's going to get a little bit easier and easier and easier. And eventually you're going to reach those goals, and then you're going to set higher goals, and just keep progressing throughout your entire life. So I just wanted to kind of tie onto that, because I love that DeLorean used, the example of discipline to get him through every single day and get him going and doing the things that he knows he needs to do to become the guy that he wants to be.
Mm-hmm. I think, everyone can kind of build out this own thing for themselves, like just in general, but especially for health and fitness, like you come in and you want to make this big change, but like, what does that mission, or like, what do you want the vision of that to look like? And then like figure out like, what's your core, like the standards that you're going to set for yourself of like, okay, I'm going to make the choice that a healthy person would, or like, I'm going to put my health first before maybe like other obligations or something. Like I'm going to put my health first. So then that way, like if something comes up and you're like, okay, I need to make this choice between maybe the thing that's really fun in the moment, or is it my long-term goals? And it's okay to say yes to the fun things in the moment sometimes, but as long as you're voting for that version of yourself that you envisioned more time, like 80% of the time, then you'll get there. But having that clear vision and clear like standards you're setting for yourself is really going to help go a long way and drive you in the right direction, which is what we're basically doing as a whole, and as trainers, like as the gym and a community of like, this is our vision. And then that way it's going to keep us on track to that vision, having those core values, keeping us moving the right way.
Yeah. I really like the discipline thing too, which also it all ties in together. But people have been so shocked that I've worked out my entire pregnancy or that I did the Murph. And to me, like, I'm like, why are people surprised, I guess? Because I just have had this discipline for, I don't even know how many years, 6-7 years now, that I've just continued. And I know that if I don't continue to work out during pregnancy, like, then afterwards I'm just going to be miserable and have a really hard time coming back. So I really like that you brought that up, because that's definitely a core value that I think people don't realize that they need to have. Like, motivation is just not going to be there forever. I am not motivated to work out most days, especially 8 months pregnant when I can't breathe, I can hardly walk. But again, like I see my vision, I see my mission, and I see the end of this and where I want to be at the end of this, and even into the future. So discipline I think is just huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that when you practice discipline for a long time and you make it a habit and it's something that's just in your life, like most of us, like it's just been part of our life for so long, you start to crave it. And when you miss a workout or something like that, if you don't keep your workout in for the day, you just don't feel right, right? So, and a lot of times, like we start these challenges for ourselves, like a 75 hard is what Barry's doing right now, and it's discipline is what 75 hard is.
Yep.
And we crave those challenges that take the discipline that needs discipline, and we're kind of building structure for ourselves, and we're growing by doing these challenges and forcing ourselves to be disciplined through it all, mentally and physically.
Yeah. And you're developing like the mental toughness is kind of like the
Yeah.
point of that. And what people don't realize is you're practicing discipline every single day of your life. Like, for example, when you go to work, like that's a discipline that you learned is, oh, I have to go to work or else I'm probably going to get fired if I don't. Brushing your teeth, taking a shower, getting dressed. Those are all habits that you just do them, right? That you just have you're not going to wake up one morning and be like, I'm not very motivated. I don't think I'm going to put clothes on or brush my teeth or take a shower today. Nobody really does that. If you do, crazy. You're one in a million. But you guys get the point that I'm trying to make. So when you're trying to think about becoming a healthier person, pick a habit or a couple of habits and just do them consistently. And eventually you'll get to that point to where it's like brushing your teeth. You just do it and you don't even have to think about it. Like we don't have to think about, am I going to work out today or not? It's just, when am I going to work out? Fit it into my schedule, do it. And just to add on to that, I was speaking with a client that's going through one of our challenges, and we were talking about the progress. She's made tremendous progress so far, and it was somebody that hadn't worked out before, was very active, ate healthy, but she was missing the workouts. And so she started working out, and she's like, I can't say I particularly love the workouts. And I said, to be honest, we don't love the workouts either. Nobody actually loves doing burpees and doing the air bike. It's the feeling that you get when you're done, kind of like what I mentioned earlier. And so I use the analogy of the Murph challenge because we just did the Murph on Monday. I can honestly say that I bet you nobody enjoyed any second of that Murph workout. But once you get done, you feel so amazing and accomplished. You did it. It's what that workout represented. It was honoring the fallen, is honoring Michael Murphy, who died serving our country. It was the purpose behind that workout. And what you got to understand is every single workout has a purpose. Every single workout gets you an inch closer to that person that you want to become. So you just have to be disciplined and do it, put in the work. You're going to feel amazing afterward. And I have in my morning class, 5:15 a.m., everybody in my family thinks that these guys are crazy. Why do they come and work out with you at 5:15, 3 days a week? And it's because if they don't feel right during the day. Kind of like what DeLauren said. Like if you miss that workout, you just don't feel right. You don't have the energy, that the happiness, the confidence, because those workouts actually release those endorphins that make you happy and make you have more energy and they make you a better person. So just staying consistent and disciplined with those types of things, and then you just continue to build on it and get better and better. Perfect.
I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that went kind of all over into different directions, but you guys can see how important these, the vision and the mission and the values that we have are. You kind of know where we're coming from and why we do what we do. A lot of people think that we're just a gym. When people inquire about us, they're like, hey, what's your price? And we're like, for what? Because we have a million different things that we offer, because everybody needs something different and they may be starting in a different position. That's why we've got one-on-one and large group and coaching and nutrition. We have the access. We have so many different things. And so our big thing is we want to sit down with people and get to know them, get to figure out what their goals are, what their struggles are, and then get them to take the first step toward becoming a better person. And we give you the best possible option to start making progress toward becoming that person. So if you're somebody that maybe is already coming here, you need extra help, don't be afraid to reach out to us for that help. Or maybe somebody that could use our help or is stuck in a position maybe where you used to be, don't be afraid to have them reach out to us or connect us with them so that we can get to know them and help them get started. Or if you're somebody that's just watching for the first time and you are ready to take action and take the first step to become a better person, better version of yourself, don't hesitate to reach out, come in, schedule a consult with us. We'll sit down with you for free for 20 or 30 minutes and come up with the best possible plan for you to start becoming the best possible version of yourself, both physically and mentally. So until then, have a wonderful day. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.